First of all, thank you Deepak and thank you for having me यहाँ पे. शुरू करते हैं. चलो, I give an introduction about myself first. My name is Mishal Yadav and I was twice recommended. One from the Air Force board, rightly mentioned, Deepak mentioned correctly, from the Dehradun, and second was from the Indian Coast Guard, FSB Noida board. That's a different story why I could not able to join and what I'm doing. Those are different thing. तो अभी हम इस पे फोकस करेंगे. So first of all, I would say good work team. अच्छा किया सबने. Obviously कुछ कमियां हैं जिसपे
Okay guys, so I'll give you, I'll show you one picture, a hazy picture. Okay, so I'll give you 30 seconds to observe the pictures. You have to observe the picture carefully for the next 30 seconds. Then later on you'll get 1 minute to write down the details: age, mood, right, gender. Then what is that? Sex, is a male or female. Okay, the mood you can denote by positive with plus, negative is minus, and neutral with O. Okay, then you'll get 3 minutes to write down your story.
Yeah.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys.
Yes,
so
sir.
everyone, and I'm going to show you a picture. Is it visible? Okay, gentlemen, please put your pen down. Stop writing. Everyone, please just put your pen down. That's all. Don't, Ayush, Suraj, Ritesh. Everyone, just put your pen down. Okay? Don't try to copy or read your story again and again. Don't look at your page or some whatever you wrote over there. Okay? Be truthful to yourself and honest. Okay? वहां कोई बचाने नहीं आएगा आपको. Getting my point? Okay? So guys, I'm giving you 30 seconds. Go through your story and उसको
देख दिया.
Story मत देखना, ठीक है? Okay, guys. Now I'll give you 1 minute to narrate your story. Okay? So you have to narrate your story. Try to keep it in English only. Don't try to shift to Hindi. But if you find difficulty, you can move to Hindi also. It's fine. Okay? And try to make it to the point of the crisp. मतलब उसको try करोगे, you can keep it in 50 seconds, 55 seconds. But I'll not stop you. Okay? So the point is that once the last person done with the story, you have to start discussion. Okay? Then you have to come to the common consensus. Then you have to select or choose your leader who will narrate the group story. Okay, so make sure one thing, it's a kind of discussion, not a debate. Make one thing very clear. You have to come to common story. Okay, and try to have some professionalism. Okay, like not supposed to use any vulgar or abusive word. Keep it quite professional. Okay. So we'll start with Ganesh, then Raghav, then Abhishek Sharma, okay, without tie one, then Ayush, then Suraj, Ritesh, Yash, Naveen, and Neeraj. Okay, and who we left with? Abhijat. Ajitab, yeah, Ajitab. Sorry. Okay, and anybody like who left with his number or something? कोई बचा जिसको नंबर नहीं मिला अभी तक? Any doubt?
Okay. So, hello gentlemen, good evening. From the picture I perceive there are 7 male characters aged between 28 to 35. My central male character is of age 35, named Rahul, and the theme of my story is having the session of women empowerment and women encouragement and awareness about crime against women. So Rahul, a 35-year-old working in MNC, got to know about women crime and women empowerment and its necessity, and he put forward his idea to the HR department Liking his idea, HR department gave it a green signal to Rahul to attend a session. And with all his male friends, Rahul decided to go nearby a rural area and try to have experiment with the women's of different age group and their education and their self awareness for themselves and as a society. And he gave them various activities to put forward empowerment against themselves. And by this way, he and his colleague uh, were able to aware the empowerment in the village itself and
Next.
the surrounding rural area. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hello friends, from the picture I perceive 6 male character of his private tournament in front of him. He decided to win for his college. So he also take tournament. They were such.
Greetings, everyone. From the picture, I perceived 7 male characters. All aged between 30 to 40 years. My central character is Rahul, whose age is 35 years. So, theme of the story is basically about a factory scenario. So, Rahul is an manager is on managerial level post in a factory. One fine day, he observes a few workers of his factory were discussing something below a tree. So he went there, talked to them, discussed about their problems. They told that the drinking water facilities in the factory were not that much good. TDS was very high of the drinking water. So he passed this to the higher authorities and made sure that issues are resolved in very least time. And by this way, he took certain actions he did it very quickly, and he directly contacted to the higher authorities and made sure that all the workers get good facilities all over. So in this way, he resolved the issues of the workers. Thank you.
Abhishek, where is your story paper which you wrote? Show me on the camera. Okay.
I can send it straight on the group.
No, you're looking down again and again. That's why I asked you to do it. Fine, put it aside.
Sir. My
Okay.
paper was aside.
Okay, fine, great. Next.
Hello, greetings everyone. I perceived mainly 7 characters in the picture. There are my central character is Prashant, who's 23 years old, and he is pursuing BTech, and he is in 4th year. After coming to his college, he has seen that there are a lack of motivation among the students about their studies. So, being a coordinator of Discipline Society, he have organized a fest, and there he have make people aware about the their sorry sir there he made people aware about their going on studies and how can they prepare well in their studies and how mainly they can take advantages of the various facilities college is providing to them. Due to this, all of the students in the campus started again taking interest in studies, and Prashant was appreciated for his move. Thank you.
Friends, from the picture shown to us, I have perceived there are 7 characters. All are male with the age group of 30 to 35 years old, and the mood is positive. Action of my story is awareing people about the air pollution during Diwali season. So Rahul was working with an NGO, and in recent days he heard many cases of children and older people getting suffocation problems. So as the Diwali was approaching, he knew that there will be air pollution at a very high level. Also, the case was of stubble burning that in this season that goes on. So he decided to gather all of his NGOs, and they separated into 2 teams. One nearest rural area where they awared farmers of not burning stubble, and they also told them to use pusa, that machine that can convert stubble into small
Next.
Are close to the college, people are less involved in beating they like a rural area was there, so they were also not aware of much high the nearby people about the digital technology which is growing day by day, and also the purpose of hygiene. And they also this will be a step towards digital India, and also
Good evening, everyone who is in the school, and near the school there was a wine shop, so it was affecting bad on the student. So he decided to appeal to email to their MLA that
taking, then it's from the picture shown neutral mood and one is in positive mood, and all are male characters, or the action or theme of increased. Due to this, the society members are very much concerned, and they raised this issue with the society secretary. As Krunal is society secretary, he listened to them carefully and he calmed them down. After that, he also took help from the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation and assigned the workers in his society. He took the group of 10 workers and divided 5 members, out of which 5 members will be taking care of taking the rags or wastage from each of the houses, and 5 other members will be taking for the cleanliness of the house. After that, within the span of 2 to 3 days, he completed all the tasks and also clicked the photos about the cleanliness and the current status quo. After that, in the end, he delivered all those photos in the society group. Every or watches that, and at last they all felt satisfied and everyone enjoyed Diwali with whole cleanliness. Thank you.
So
I guess
we
should
have
start.
seen that there are.
So friends, according to me, we have
Is there
seen
some-
7 characters.
Yeah,
And
He
all
is
of
the
them are
background of
they are
Let us
some
all
kind of
There are
male,
some
and
sort of
we can
discussion.
agree.
all are male.
Some
one thing
sort
is
of
clear,
discussion.
gentlemen,
all are
that
male.
they all are male, and one thing is clear, they all are determined for doing
Yes.
something, a task. So
Yes,
we can make
they
a
all
story
are.
They
relating
are
for a
making
task.
I will. They are highly
awareness.
motivated toward a task.
Some
So
kind of
let us
awareness.
make a common task. So
yes,
what are the
solving the
tasks we
matter
can
any
perform?
regarding which is going
What is
around
the
them.
Okay,
issue?
so
Like,
friends, I think
So
the
we can
matter is
make a
regarding
story like that.
solving an issue.
All of us have
So we,
shown us. Mostly people have made a story like there are organizing some cleanliness activity. So I think
yes,
it can be a
Yeah,
good story that
actually,
all are
it is.
doing.
But I agree on the Neeraj story, the last story, and it's also good. But instead of doing that, we can say that all the youth population of the building, they decided to go for cleanliness instead of all the old
So
member of society, because
basically,
yes,
Ganesh,
because
basically
all
you are saying
uh,
that
okay,
one person is people and 6
yeah,
people are telling some sort
Also,
of
they
yes,
problems
are
to the other
standing
person.
okay.
outside
That
a
So
is
what
factory.
very
what
There
I
is a
think
scene of
we can
factory.
do is that, as he mentioned about, we can take the youth. So what we can say
yeah,
that we can the old people or senior citizens in society are raising the issue, and society
yeah,
secretary talked with the youth of that
but
society, and he.
but I
Neeraj,
think they
I
are
adding to
looking
consider. I
the
think that we should take
I
an
think they are
NGO.
Neeraj, adding to your
We should be a
point,
part of an
30
NGO
to
activity.
35. All of them were.
but
All of were.
they are
Neeraj, adding to your
looking
point,
all are in
I
a age of
think
30
that
to
We have
all of
40.
them are
considered
of
their
So
same
how
age.
we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
get that?
They
All
are
of them
looking
are of
like
just
same
that,
take
age.
them
and
to be a part of
we
NGO.
can also observe that there are some uniforms with that, and they are in uniforms.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
All
So
of
we
so
them
can
are
also
wearing a
agree
proper
on
type of same type of uniforms, and that can be considered that they are accumulated there for
There are
a
some,
proper some
either they are
kind of task.
workers of a same organization. We can say that
yeah,
either they are workers of same organization, or they are some sort of a community which are having same dress code. So I agree to the nearest point that we can take them as either cleanliness workers, or if I consider my story, then we can take them as factory workers who are raising some sort of issues in front of.
There was
I
someone is
note your
mentioning
point.
about you
I think they
water
are factory
Okay,
cleanliness in
workers.
their
so what we
They
corporation.
can
are
do,
factory
and
workers, and
what
and
they
we can
want
also
do,
their
we
family to
instead
be
of taking
safe
a
and
society
we
secure
can
case,
for
add
say
that
them.
that
how
there is
they motivate, how they
Gentlemen,
some
I
tell the
think
sort
people
of
I
that
think they are
cleanliness
factory
they should
condition
workers.
which
stop
is
the
They
prevailing
are
in the
spoiling the
Gentlemen,
country.
gentlemen,
garbage all
gentlemen,
around.
I
they
think
are
we
they
should
are
come to the
thinking of
conclusion. I think
wearing every
we should come
employee
to
the
the
So,
conclusion
condition.
that
gentlemen,
So friends,
we
they are.
have
what
decided
I am
that
saying,
they
we
are a
should
group.
keep a
They
healthy
have
discussion.
determined.
Like we should listen to each one of the point, and after that we should come to a common conclusion. So
Yes,
that
Actually,
yes,
we
we
sir.
can
are
Yes.
at
guide.
the conclusion that
Neeraj, adding
there
to
are
your point,
seven
adding to
They
your
were
male
point,
group
I
gathered
think
members
there.
who are
your
wearing
So
same
initial
uniform,
idea
so
was
that
either
we
also a
can
good idea.
conclude
they are
that they
Either
are
they
in
are
IND
one
they are
workers, they are
initial
organization
idea
and
providing
they
was good,
will be
but
cleanliness
there are
doing
some
some
in the factory.
organized
Since
work,
as we all know,
some
with
employees
some
who
They
do
could
issues
not
like
take care,
water
be
there
scarcity
might
they
be
or
some
could be
we
kind
can
of
say that
violation to
employer
woman
factory workers. The
empowerment.
from a
factory machines
company
were
also.
not working properly. So they are gathered
Yeah,
there to tell their boss that the machines were not working properly.
as
So the
as
boss
as
has to
let's
install
say
new
as
machines.
Abhishek was one of the stories was Abhishek was suggesting that one person, his central character was managerial position, and some of the workers were getting bad water, so he concerned with it, and then he talked with authority, and they are looking at the picture, they
I
are
thought
look
it
like
because okay,
they
okay,
are in
just
one
hear me.
organization.
because they were
What we can
raising some
what I
Gather
am
issues
there to
suggesting,
avail
to the
all
person
the
in
basic
front
friends,
of them.
amenities,
what
all
I
the
am
basic
suggesting is
facilities
that
that
they
the
are also
employee needs.
raising some
Guys,
kind
let's
of
go
thing
with
in their
cleanliness.
hands.
Yes.
So we should
or
go with
or we
cleanliness
can
part.
say
And discuss among yourself and come to the consensus. And let me know the leader who will narrate your story. Okay, you can start now, please.
Oh,
So, gentlemen, I think we should come
So
on common
friends, we
conclusion
can
that what was
see
there.
yes,
that it is
we
We
come
were
to
incomplete
discussing
story. Like some
what
people
whole
are
were
story.
gathering,
confronting
and
because
one
it was
person
Gentlemen,
is
let us
that
decide the theme
so
first.
basically
Sharing about
We
the
have decided the
cleanliness.
Yes, we
characters.
should
theme
We
is
all
clear.
know.
Okay,
Theme is clear.
gentlemen, we have
Decide the
already
theme. Like
given that
what
there
are
is
they
going
doing
to
there?
be
Decide
7
the theme.
members.
yes we
actually,
should
We have
should
two.
decide
can I
the
We have
theme
two
suggest
type
Let's
first.
of
take
themes.
the theme to be
There are two
basic
themes. First
cleanliness
is
because
One
their
uh,
jobs
all
are
the
very much
factory
easy.
workers.
Just
all of
find
our
the
Second is
perception is like there are
we
some
can
people.
maybe
Looking the
say
employer of
any
any
gentlemen.
company, so
Decide any
crime
theme.
in a factory.
Gentlemen, we should try to speak
There
one
may
by
Yeah.
be
one.
no
And
cleanliness
can I
crime in a
yes,
suggest one
yes,
factory.
yes,
idea? There are only 7 male members that we are all pursuing.
yes,
They are in
yes.
something mood to conduct something. So we can do all 7 male members in the corporation. They are deciding to conduct for female counterpart some woman empowerment session. So it will be fruitful also, and it will be good
Ganesh,
also.
adding to your
See,
point,
Women
what
I
empowerment
see
what
that
I
they
am
were
might
wearing
not be
same
there
dress
because
code.
there is no woman.
They were having
yes,
same
friend,
dress
there
code.
are
what
no
So I
I
women
think we
shown
should
in over
consider
see,
there.
them
friend,
some
one
sort
thing
of
is
factory
that
Yes,
workers
how we can
or
we
some
can
corporate
see
members.
that
They
if
are
If we
two
gathered
people
consider
there.
if we
are
consider
gathered
Okay,
there,
everyone's
they were
okay,
stories,
the
they
people
were
then
are
gathered
gathered
there
there,
are
there
and
mainly
to
two
one
themes.
person is
Mainly there are
standing
two
below
ensure
the
themes.
the
tree,
cleanliness
and they are
drive
also
in the
raising some
factory.
kind of
Okay. We
They
have
are
to
also
come to a
there
instrument.
common conclusion.
Okay,
So each and everyone is
Yeah.
to
agreeing
So
let
with the
their boss know
so we
that
can
they
go
factory
with
need
the
a
workers
place
Yes,
to
cleanliness
having
run
drive.
their
some
home
issues,
Now we have to
and
and the
decide
leader
quality
is
whether it is
solving
a
the
scene
issues,
of
right?
and also they
society
want
or
new
of that of a
machines to be
factory.
installed
But
because
we have to
older
decide that
machines
thing.
are very dangerous. They can
Okay.
even
So,
take the
gentlemen,
life of
there
we
are
have
two
only
newborn
two
themes that
just
we
themes.
for
can
We
ensuring
have
agree on.
only
cleanliness.
mainly
One
two
is
themes.
So
society
let's
theme
take
and one is
cleanliness.
Yeah,
worker theme.
one is
I think we
we
should
yes,
have
go
mainly
with the
two themes.
worker
First
theme
is
because they are all
we
seems
can
to have
go with
one
worker who
uniform,
have
so that
like
we can
the
go with the
uniforms,
worker
yes,
kind of
because
or we
culture.
have
all
NCC
they
type
are workers who
as
can
other
wear the
organized
Gentlemen,
See,
adding to
friends,
this
starting a
point,
campaign.
Addition to
adding to
that,
this
we can
point,
what they do,
what we
as
I
can
per
also
the
simply
say
do
that
is
policy,
that
they were
they
having
will
same
is
dress code,
they will
supporting
so we should
invent
again.
consider
I have
them
a
and
as
they
suggestion.
Against
will
the
Friends, I
decorate
have
the
a
as
their
suggestion.
factory
rights.
factory
with
workers.
all the
See, friends, I have
I
a
with
I
all
just
suggestion.
the
want
What we
slowly
charts
can
should
and
okay.
clearly
all
do is
the
that
Around this point.
all
As
the
Neeraj
Abhishek is
already
security
saying
can
that
do
we
it.
should go with the
We can
factory
take a
workers.
society
I'm
scene.
agreeing
We
with
can
him.
take a society
And-
scene,
Yes,
and
we-
we can simply put about the cleanliness
Yeah,
strike.
Neeraj.
Because if we take
Neeraj,
the
I
factory
agree to
scene
your point.
and showing the strike,
Neeraj,
please let me finish.
Okay.
Please let me finish. If we show the factory scene and show the strike, then it will somewhat show us
No,
negative
no, no.
side.
We are not showing the strike. We are showing general consent
I
and
think
how
they are
one
just
person
Okay,
can
gentlemen, please
solve
stop
other
it.
issues.
Okay, gentlemen, please,
It's not a
please,
strike.
please stop it, everyone.
Take the cleanliness
Everyone,
strike.
Ganesh, everyone, Suraj, please stop it. Now, guys, you have 1 minute and discuss among yourself and tell me who will be the leader who will narrate the story. Please start. 1 minute only.
So adding to Neeraj's point,
Okay, we
as he
will.
said that
We
they
will.
were some sort of
So-
workers,
I
and
think we
they were
should all
hearing
go
same
with
Yeah,
same
either
sort
they
of
are workers or either
So-
they are like
so we
any
should consider
community or
them
any
either as
NCC.
factory
They
workers
have
or
the
as
same
factory
right.
workers.
Guys,
As
we
Neeraj's
have
story,
decided
Neeraj's
leaders
story
to go with
Neeraj's
leaders.
story was also revolving around the point
asking
of
their boss to
that they were
enhance
some
their
sort of workers,
bonus
and they were
during Diwali.
they were
So
telling
so
their
we are
issues
going with the
to
Yeah,
other
workers,
they
right?
person.
also
I
get
think
Workers
we
having
we should
issues.
go with workers because they are
Yes, yes.
holding
We can
some
we
bad
can
thing
do
in point
Ganesh,
mainly
of
two
the
things.
story
First
is
was
great.
the factory
Either
and
factory
second
There
was
is
the
workers
no
or
cleanliness.
opposition to
as
this
factory
story,
workers.
right? This theme.
And
We are
maximum of
agreeing
us
that
was
there are
agreeing
workers
with the
who are
cleanliness
having
okay.
drive, so
issues.
we can make it a
They are
cleanliness
having
drive.
friendly
Workers
relation
Yes.
with the
campaigning for the
manager,
cleanliness
talk with
drive.
Yeah,
manager.
yeah.
in general,
Yes,
Yeah,
what we
sure.
are
Ritesh.
taking here,
We
we
can
are
make
not
it a
putting in
cleanliness
the
drive
factory
either, or
floor. We have to
we
put
can make it
actions.
as some
We
sort
are,
of
we
factory
are
issue.
not even fixing
Factory
our
workers
things. We should have to
facing some issue.
Yes,
put
yes.
some actions.
This
Yeah,
could be
okay,
the
so we can
factory issue
add,
which
Why
is solving by
cleanliness in the
the
factory
leader.
itself. We can
they
combine
are
these
revamping
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
factory. They are
Yes,
putting
yes.
new
right?
machines. They are demanding
Yes, yes,
from
yes.
their boss the bonus part during the Diwali.
Okay, gentlemen, now stop it.
They need to run that.
Okay, Suraj, please stop it now. Now tell me, who is
Yes.
your leader going to narrate the story?
Sir Ganesh.
Okay. What about other people?
Okay, sir. I choose Ganesh.
Okay, Ganesh.
Okay, so
Anybody?
anyone have no other differences? They can go with it. Okay, sir. If you're all agreeing with me, then I'm happy to conclude the story for all of you.
All are fine with Ganesh? Anybody who's not okay
Yes,
with
sir.
Ganesh?
Yes, sir.
All are okay with Ganesh?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Gentlemen, say yes or no. Ayush, Abhishek, Ritesh,
Yes,
Suraj.
sir.
Yes, sir. I'm fine
Yes,
with
sir.
Ganesh.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I am fine.
Okay, Ganesh,
Yes,
please,
sir.
you can carry on.
Okay, so thank you everyone for selecting me. Hello. So from the picture, we have perceived as a group that there are 7 male who are aged between 20 to 30 years old. The theme is the cleanliness, awareness of cleanliness among the factory workers by manager. So Rahul is a 35-year-old, our central character, who is a factory manager, has decided to put awareness campaign throughout the factory workers, as he was observing that many of factory workers are not wearing their proper, they're not taking care of the factory, and they're not making it clean. So he decided to put an activity put forward that each and every person should have to go through it, and creating this activity, every worker got to know the cleanliness of a factory and how to work in a healthy environment that we can create. So realizing from all these activities, every worker was very happy and even happy working in the company itself. So as this way, Rahul was able to successfully attain the cleanliness awareness campaign among his worker. Thank you, everyone.
All are satisfied with the story. Anyone who's not okay with the story or not comfortable with the Ganesh story? Anybody? Please raise your hand.
Yes,
They
sir.
can go.
Suraj is,
Okay.
okay, Suraj is not okay with the story. Anyone else? Or koi? Ayush, are you okay with the story?
Sir, this story is quite okay.
Okay. Ritesh, Abhishek, anyone who is not okay with the story?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
also
Quite okay, sir. It is combined
Yes,
of
sir.
all everyone.
So even
Because
if you
my
add
story
some
was
points now,
also
you can add the point. Okay, everyone.
No, we'll do later
Be
on. Right now,
comfortable.
I'm not done with it, Ganesh. Okay. Raghav,
Okay, sir.
okay with the story? Yes, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great guys. थोड़ा चेहरे पे दिखना चाहिए कि तुम ओके हो, बोल कुछ कर रहे हो, चेहरे पे कुछ और दिख रहा है, right? So don't
Yes,
try
sir.
to contradict those things. What happened, Raghav? Nothing?
नहीं सर कुछ नहीं.
Okay, great. Okay, guys. So now we'll give a little bit feedback because this time we put up, something new here. Earlier we used not to give the feedback. We used to just brainstorm on the stories, right? But this time we have one recommended candidate. Okay, twice. One is from AFSB Mysore, not I think Dehradun, yeah, Dehradun, from Air Force Board, and one is one time recommended from Indian Coast Guard. Okay, so the his name is Mishal Yadav. वो हमको देख रहे थे, हमारी पूरी स्टोरी को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे. तो हियर ही इज इन ब्लू ड्रेस. ओके, सो सर गॉट रिकमेंडेड ट्वाइस. अगर मैंने मिस किया हो मिशाल एनीथिंग लाइक 3 टाइम और 2 टाइम्स ओनली?
2 times.
और 2 टाइम्स. ग्रेट, राइट. सो आई थिंक सर आप थोड़ा बता सकते हैं एसएसबी के मतलब एएफएसबी और इंडियन कोस्ट गार्ड में क्या डिफरेंस रहा होगा, जैसे एज पर प्रिपरेशन और समथिंग. So, अभी मिशाल सर आप थोड़ा फीडबैक देंगे. How was your performance in terms of everything, whatever he can give from his point of view? Okay, as per the observation. Then थोड़ा हम 5-10 मिनट का brainstorming करेंगे स्टोरी के ऊपर. Okay, so मिशाल you can start, please.
Sure. चलो, first of all, thank you Deepak and thank you for having me यहाँ पे. शुरू करते हैं. चलो, I give an introduction about myself first. My name is Mishal Yadav and I was twice recommended. One from the Air Force board, rightly mentioned, Deepak mentioned correctly, from the Dehradun, and second was from the Indian Coast Guard, FSB Noida board. That's a different story why I could not able to join and what I'm doing. Those are different thing. तो अभी हम इस पे फोकस करेंगे. So first of all I would say good work team. अच्छा किया सबने. Obviously कुछ कमियां हैं जिस पे we'll touch upon the base, but overall I think it was a decent performance from you guys. I'll start in the reverse order. ठीक है? It means I'll start with what happened in the discussion, then we'll go to your individual narration. ठीक है? जो discussion हुआ, I can see mainly 2-3 names coming up there. It was Abhishek, Neeraj, Ganesh, and Suraj. Ritish, if I'm right with your pronunciation. Ritish, you came in between, here and there, in between you came, you were trying to get into it. And same for the Ayush or maybe Raghav. You guys were just trying to get into the conversation, but you were not given the space. Okay. Overall, जो discussion था, it could have been more fruitful. The point that as a group जो आपने गलती करी, I can say that initially you guys did not focus upon the age of the character or the background of the central character. So वही decide नहीं हुआ. That was the reason till the end your theme was here and there. Even when you were given extra 1 minute, 5 minutes की decide कर लो, your theme was not there. You were discussing on women empowerment. Final discussion हुआ, cleanliness के ऊपर बोला, बीच में everybody was putting different points. So think about it. Everybody think about why it happened. Why you were not able to come to the common story. It's because you did not decide the basic first. That who will be the age of the central character, the background. For example, if you attach a background, अगर आप background attach कर देते, maybe he's 25 years of age. Okay, he can be a student in BTech or maybe he's a working professional in IT. So he'll organize something in the corporate world. So वहां से आपका base set हो जाता. अगर तुम उसको worker बनाते, तो वो वर्कर के हिसाब से चीजें करता, बट वो बैकग्राउंड ही नहीं दिया. दैट्स व्हाई इट वाज ऑलवेज एन ओपन-एंडेड डिस्कशन. द लूप वाज ऑलवेज एंगलिंग हियर एंड देयर. ओके, so that was from the group point of view mistake. Okay, I'll go little bit into the individual mistakes. Okay, so take it, I'll hold, you all will take it in a very positive way. Abhishek, you were little you had a good point that you were making impact. ठीक है, but your points were like, तुम जब बोल रहे थे ना, सब लोग सुन रहे थे, but your points were lacking those like जो points में होना चाहिए ना कि convincing हो जाए, that was not there. ठीक है? Yes. So you can improve upon that. Like when you were adding the points, na, put some more conviction, or the quality of the points were not there. You had this strong voice कि सब लोग सुन लेते हैं. You get that like moment of pause when you speak. But that's a disadvantage that तुम्हारी quality of the points you can work upon it. Okay. So that's for Abhishek. Neeraj, मैं बोलूँगा Neeraj यार, you were doing good, but it felt like you were a moderator. So what happens in a group discussion? There are few people who are aggressive, there are few people who are not speaking, and few people are moderator. So I literally felt with your discussion, you were moderator, you're speaking somewhere here and there. But that is the problem. When the screening is tough, moderator people won't get screened in. So you work upon this, okay? Try to incline more towards moderator who also takes initiative. So incline towards that, okay? Ganesh, it was very good. You were mild. I like the fact that throughout the whole discussion, तुम्हारा women empowerment आ रहा था, but in the end, when you were given the chance, you take up the cleanliness drive. Okay, so that was a good point. It will, because most of the people were coming towards the cleanliness drive and that sense. Okay, Suraj and then everybody was there, but again, you need to give more inputs. Other members, I was not able to see your inputs in the group. So that is only because you are not giving much inputs. Okay. So that is there for the group discussion. So everybody think why the group discussion did not come to the common conclusion is because you did not decide the basic first. Okay, so that was about it. Coming towards the individual narration and like what would have been done more with the story. Okay, so पहली story I think Ganesh ki thi, right? Women empowerment. Ganesh, if you can hear me, I really want
Yes,
to
sir.
like the psychologist will be interested to know that there are 7 male characters. Okay, there are
Yeah.
no female characters. There are 7 male characters, and it seems like they are like literally protesting. Okay, or not protesting, but
Okay.
somewhere it is a Josh,
Aggressive.
right? He's speaking and he's motivating Josh out of his young man. Okay, maybe he's a leader is standing in front and he's motivating, or people are raising slogans for his name. नारे लग रहे हैं उसके नाम के.
Yeah.
What made you think, like the psychologist, even if he screams in, he will definitely think why this guy wrote about women empowerment when he saw 7 male.
Actually, so there are some recent women crimes happening. The cases, crime against of women, they are increasing, and that's what made me think. There are all 7 members, so I plan only 7 male members of the company. They will deciding, to surprise women on the
But
Women's
there are no
Day.
female there. Then think about it. No? Maybe this
Okay.
scenario, you had this thought going on.
No,
So
sir.
you
That's
wrote
why
it.
I thought of that story. All only male members are thinking of giving a surprise kind of, woman empowerment and giving them a
Well,
surprise by
this
going to
is
rural area and.
think about it.
Ganesh,
Is this okay? So that's about it. I mean, the psychologist will be really interested to know that why you are writing about women empowerment. He maybe think you are more inclined towards your mother or female side. Like that would definitely come into the psychologist's brain. Anyway, coming towards the next story, it was a good story. But again, you know what? The common mistake I found in everybody's stories, everybody was writing so much themes. सबने 3-4 theme लिख दिए. You write about women empowerment, and I think Ritesh wrote about village plus hygiene plus Swachhata Abhiyan plus digital India. Okay, and this is for everybody, not for Ritesh, but I think most of you wrote multiple themes. If you write multiple themes, how can you even implement that? You have a 4 minutes to write. Your actions will also be generic, same as your themes. How will you write specific actions? If you're writing women empowerment, I want to see a story that you go to a particular village and women empowerment. Imagine if you are like, अगर तुम उसको NCC का बनाते हो, he is an NCC banda who is going in rural areas for women empowerment. What as an NCC person is doing? Okay, he's motivating his team, and then they're going to villages and teaching girls, women karate, self-defense. That I wanted to hear. Like this is specific. Like whatever they learn in NCC, now they are teaching it to the kids, the females or the village girls for free. That specific actions when you write, those make impact. Unfortunately, मैं बोलूंगा कि मुझे किसी की भी स्टोरी में से बहुत स्पेसिफिक एक्शंस नहीं मिले. वो स्पेसिफिक एक्शंस तब आते हैं जब आपके जो थीम्स भी होते हैं ना वो स्पेसिफिक होते हैं. ठीक है, तो वो थीम जेनरिक थीम कोई मत सोचो. ठीक है, तो I'll move on to the next one. Again, good story overall. Ganesh, good story, good action. Okay, the few names I'll miss here and there. I was not able to write your reviews. I'll come towards Neeraj then. ठीक है, नीरज, एक पॉइंट जो है ये सब लोग नोट करना इस चीज को. ठीक है, यू मेंशन दैट द पीपल इन द एरियाज, द स्टूडेंट और द यूथ इन दैट एरिया were like came to the central character informing him waste that will be generated or because of the festival. Was that something you written? If you can come on the screen and confirm I have perceived the correct.
I've mentioned about the society members because as the festivity is coming, so a lot of
Right.
traffic or load increases, and due to
Okay.
that dust and other type of like rags come here and there in the society, and
Okay,
pollution
okay.
also
So just
increases.
do the other way. See, that shows that your central character, which is basically you, is not aware. Like कोई दूसरा आके उसको बता रहा है कि यार फेस्टिवल में गंदगी हो जाएगी. Imagine like that. However, it should be other way around. Like the central character is taking an initiative, calling his society members for an urgent meeting, telling him that the festive seasons are coming, so we need to make sure of the hygiene or the cleanliness. If you say it like that, that makes more impact because you are now taking the action. You should not be told by someone to do something. You are telling someone because you are a central character, you are the leader. You are not being told. You tell
Society
others to
secretary.
do it.
Yes.
Exactly. So you tell someone, okay, that is the perception. Like story sahi hai, usko other way round karo. Okay.
Okay.
That kind of thing. That kind of thing you can do. Okay. This was from your story. I've taken in bits and pieces. Yesh, from your story. Otherwise, Neeraj, your story was again very good, and I would say also your discussion, the content discussion was very good. So very much I can say you're on the screening line. Okay, you're doing good.
Okay.
Just
Thank you.
keep
Thank you.
more on the tempo. Just write positive points more. You'll be screening.
Okay, sir.
Yesh, if you can come up on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, what was your story? Wine shop near the school, and then?
Then they appealed in the session court to remove the wine shop from the school side.
Okay, and then?
And they put the point that why it is bad for the children also.
But
So
you think about it. How is it really practical? See, to open a wine shop, you need to have a license. Okay? The license is given by the government. The government can never give a license near the school. It is always in an open marketplace, or where there is no school or hospital or any such, at least in 100 to 500 meters of area. So who are you going to blame then? The story, the context that you picked, it is going to challenge you only. Like the government gives the license, so you are again going to government. So please remove this. Well, the story was not practical, I would say. Okay. Try to frame it in a different way. It is not possible ना कि स्कूल के पास में वाइन शॉप है. ऐसे नहीं होता. कभी होता है कि स्कूल के पास में वाइन शॉप होता है. देखा है आपने?
no, sir, but
वो
it could
और
be
होते भी हैं
near
तो
the village.
whatever are there illegals होते हैं. But that again, why you writing something illegal है, ये है वो है, you are causing yourself more trouble then. ठीक है ना? And then देखो again you are writing, then he will, what one action you can come up, he will go to the police and the authority will take the action. So what is the number of steps that central government is doing? Just one. जाना है पुलिस को बताना है, पुलिस action लेगी, game over. That little action you are writing. So think of a broad terms. ठीक है? So you can work on this. ठीक है? Think more different themes सोचो, that you can come up. Okay. And finally, Ritesh can come up. So, Ritesh, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ritesh, brother, this is not the way. You're writing multiple themes. You're merging so many themes. Village plus hygiene plus digital India. और बहुत सारी चीजें मिक्स कर रहे हो, तो ऐसे मत करो. Just write one particular theme. अगर तुमको लगता है कि स्वच्छ भारत पे है, तो स्वच्छ भारत ही लिखो. Okay? मर्ज मत करना. ये तुमको करना है TAT में कर लो. TAT में अपना दिखाओ कि I have knowledge, I know these things. You have time also. But in PPDT, don't do this. Just write one specific thing. They were here to increase the hygiene. How did you do the hygiene? 5 steps I will write. Those 5 steps will be the best hygiene mechanism or best hygiene ways which will be there, which they can be treated. Okay? Write that specific.
Yes.
स्वच्छ भारत लिखना है, डिजिटल इंडिया लिखना है, तो क्योंकि सबको क्लब करोगे ना, मिक्स हो जाता है. साइकोलॉजिस्ट के और समझ में नहीं आएगा कि तुम्हारा थीम क्या है. तुम डिजिटल की बात कर रहे हो, तुम इसकी बात कर रहे हो, उसकी बात कर रहे हो. वो फिर बोलेगा अरे इसको नहीं आता, ये कुछ भी लिख रहा है जो उसके मन में आ रहा है, और फिर वो आउट कर देगा. ठीक. So be very specific in what you write. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That was from my side all. I think I missed for Raghav and Ayush. Anybody else I missed apart from this and not given any comment?
Sir, any feedback on my story?
Abhishek, who is this?
Yes, sir.
Just come on.
Sir, Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, your story was manager and working conditions.
Yes, sir, because they were having some sort of dress code, so I framed it as a factory workers.
Okay. And how did you solve the problem?
Sir, basically factory workers were having the problem with drinking water issues inside the factory. So basically the manager the manager looked at them that they were discussing something a serious issue. So he went there. He discussed with them, inquired about their issue, and he passed on this to the higher authorities that the drinking water facilities are not good inside the factory. So basically, TDS was high. So he checked the TDS of all the locations, and he brought the team that cleaned the filters or something else, and he took some steps and he resolved the issues of the workers, and finally
Okay,
he
got it. So
resolved
what you
the
can do now here, what you can do here, when I say pick a specific theme, now this is a very classic example. What you are thinking is, your theme would have been actually that improving the working conditions of
Yes, sir.
workers. Okay.
The lifestyle of the workers. Yes, sir.
Lifestyle is a different term. Lifestyle is a different thing. Working condition, that you can say. Okay.
Yes.
For example, simple way कि मान लो फैक्ट्री में वेंटिलेशन के लिए वेंटिलेटर्स लगा दिए, कुछ पंखे लगवा दिए, ठीक है, एडिक्वेट ब्रेक टाइम्स देने लग गए, लंच टाइम्स और बीच टाइम्स में उनको 30 मिनट का शिफ्ट वाइज करने लग गए, फ्री स्नैक सर्विस दे दी. These are the ways you can improve the working condition. ठीक है. So what I can say, instead of being very specific about drinking का problem है, it can be one of your problems. But what your major concern should be a manager is that I need to provide a better working condition to my workers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then you write the result. Then you write the output. See, तुमने effort लिया है. Write the output. What happens? It led to the productivity by 30%. You're getting it? And this was
Yes, sir.
recognized by the management of the company, and they appreciated the manager, the central character, for taking such initiatives. Okay, giving them adequate
Yes,
breaks.
yes.
What happened in the Henry Ford वाला example? The first revolution क्यों आया था? Like, you think about it, ना, सब में यही वाला logic था ना. They gave adequate shift hours में दिया था. They provided snacks. They were awarding. You can think of so many ways. Like उनको employee of the month or worker of the month का award मिलने लग गया. So the one who they had motivation to give more work, to do extra work. Like that, you think of different ideas. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that way your this thing will also improve, and the quality of the story will also improve. So that's all. That's all from my side. Ayush and Raghav. I gave your reviews. Raghav and Ayush, if you can just come up with your stories also.
Sir, my was like volleyball tournament.
Volleyball tournament. Okay. And what exactly in the theme is the picture in going on? Like, how did you relate?
Sir, a coach is motivating his team players to win
Okay.
the tournament. He give extra training.
Okay. Pretty much relevant theme. But I was just say that, see, if given a chance, I would have central character. देखो उस पिक्चर में जो central character है ना, वो 20 से 28 भी बना दोगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ठीक है, because they're wearing uniform. उसको कुछ नहीं, 35 भी बना सकते हो, 25 बना दो, but keep it close to your age. Okay. Advantage is, instead of writing coach, you can also write he is the captain of the team. And just before the match, okay, it was a final match. He gave a, like what you do in a hurdle. So hurdle से पहले जाकर के सामने जाकर के he is giving them this quick motivation speech just before the match to pump up the josh. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good.
That thing you can, that those points you can say. And then how did they prepare? Write those backgrounds. Okay, that will also help. That what extra preparation techniques they do, and on the final day he's giving this motivation speech, and then they did well. They made the name proud, and every strategy that you can take. Okay, pretty much relevant to the story that you can write. So that's a good
So
story.
mine,
Ayush,
mine one is about organizing a educational awareness campaign institute.
Okay. So what is this central character? Who is he?
Sir, central character is a person who is standing over there, and he's a like coordinator of discipline committee over there, and the students are.
Okay. I now remember your story. It is that students are not interested in studying. Was
Yes,
that
sir.
something like that? Okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
then he's what?
Sir, he's organizing some guest lectures of some successful students, and then by his motivating students about studying and all.
Okay. Okay. How practical is this? How practical? सोचो कभी आप भी स्टूडेंट रहे हो, मैं भी स्टूडेंट रहा हूँ, अगर बच्चे नहीं पढ़ रहे होते हैं तो टीचर ज्यादा परेशान होता है या स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर ज्यादा परेशान होता है?
Yes, sir.
सो व्हाट इज द अदर वे यू कैन, देखो आपकी स्टोरी ना आपकी थीम से समझ में आ जानी चाहिए, ठीक है? तो आपके उस थीम
Yes,
से
sir.
लग रहा है कि बच्चे पढ़ना नहीं चाह रहे हैं और ये जो हमारा कोऑर्डिनेटर है ये पढ़ाने बैठ गया कि चलो बेटा मैं तुम सबको पढ़ाऊंगा, दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द थीम। इसको आप ऐसे शेप कर सकते हो कि देयर वाज न्यू सब्जेक्ट्स, फॉर एग्जांपल कोई नई सब्जेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं, एक उदाहरण के लिए मान लेते हैं जैसे मशीन लर्निंग है या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है, ओके? आई थिंक
Yes,
यू
sir.
हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस टर्म, ओके?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this nobody knows, no teacher or nobody knows about these terms, okay? But students are interested, but they don't know much about it. So he organizes a guest lecture from a faculty from IIT or faculty from BEDS or any renowned faculty. He's organizing, and this faculty comes and he imparts this knowledge brain session to the students, which is very interesting. And now students are liking the subjects, and then they know the career path to go about it, right?
Yes, sir.
So that becomes a very good story. हाँ, समझ रहे हो डिफरेंस?
Yes, sir.
सिर्फ जनरल बोलोगे ना, यही है, जनरल बोलोगे तो कोई नहीं आपको भाव देगा कि बच्चों को पढ़ने में नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। कोई नया सब्जेक्ट था, उसको पढ़ने में दिक्कत हो रही थी, तो इसने गेस्ट लेक्चर ऑर्गेनाइज करा और फिर चीजें अच्छी चलने लग गई। दैट इज द वे यू राइट अ स्टोरी, गॉट इट? एंड देन यू ऐड
Yes, sir.
2-3 मोर पॉइंट्स कि और उसमें कैसे उसने करा, लाइक और भी जो चीजें हैं वो उसको उनको ऑर्गेनाइज करा। तो उन्होंने वीकली बेसिस दे ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अ क्लब आल्सो वेयर दे वर मीटिंग, दे वर डिस्कसिंग, they were going through journals, उन्होंने मंथली मैगजीन सब्सक्राइब कर ली। सो लाइक दैट वे यू कैन पुट मोर एंड मोर पॉइंट्स, बट इट इज यू हैव टू थिंक वेरी स्पेसिफिक, राइट?
Yes, yes, sir.
So all done from my end. Anybody would like I'm left with can come up.
Okay, Mishal, that was a really great, feedback. I think these guys got something, जैसा भी कुछ तो समझ में आया होगा, like it's the first session. So generally इतना time नहीं लगेगा, but so Mishal sir will join us again the last session, the 10th day, so he'll see your improvement कि कितना आप लोगों ने improvement किया, कैसे किया, right? So just take it as a positive feedback, okay, and work on yourself because meeting is going to over in next 6 to 7 minutes, okay? So further
Sir,
you
I
can
am also remaining, sir.
yeah
Sir,
yeah हाँ सूरज बोलो.
Sir, my review has been left about.
Suraj, buddy, can you
Yes, sir.
just give me a quick gist of your story?
Yes, sir. Sir, I made a story regarding the making people aware about the air pollution during Diwali season. So Ramesh was working in NGO, and he has gathered all his men, his team members, and then they they separated their teams into two, made a team into two, and one team go to the nearest rural area where they aware farmers not to burn the stubble, and use a machine named PUSA, PUSA, and they can convert their stubble uh, uh, into small parts so that they can feed their cows or cattle. And the other team goes to the nearest residential area where they where people not to इसके बाद मेरी story जो है sir, I was finished. I mean, my time was out, so I could not finish the story. And
Okay.
they go to residential area. If I talk about, then they aware people about not bursting crackers.
पता है इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, देखो मैं आपको बहुत प्रैक्टिकल चीज बताता हूँ। ये जो आपने कहानी चुनी है ना, इसका मैं जमीनी स्तर पे, पिक्चर भूल जाओ, जमीनी स्तर पे प्रॉब्लम बताता हूँ क्या होता है। जो किसान होता है ना, जब वो फसल काटते हैं ना, ठीक है, तो वो नीचे उसका पार्ट बच जाता है, ठीक है। अभी आपके लैंग्वेज में उसको क्या बोलते हैं, नीचे वो जो है ना पूरा वो उसका पार्ट बच जाता है, तो उसको हटाने के लिए जो है ना वो मशीन से नहीं हटता, मशीन से काटोगे तो भी उतना बच जाएगा, ठीक है। तो उसके लिए वो मजदूर आते हैं, जो बिल्कुल मैनुअल काम होता है, हैंड पिक्ड होता है, करना पड़ता है। लेकिन आज के डेट में मजदूर है नहीं, उनकी डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा है।
Yes.
तो द बेस्ट एंड सिंपल वे इज टू जला दो उसको, ठीक है। इट ऑल्सो वर्क्स एज एन फर्टिलाइजर फॉर द नेचुरल फर्टिलाइजर फॉर द फील्ड। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी फार्मर को नहीं पता है कि मशीन नहीं लगाना है, सबको पता है, ऐसा किसी को नहीं पता है, ठीक है। मैं आपको जो रियलिटी बता रहा हूँ, अभी आपने पिक्चर में क्या लिखा उसको भी भूल जाना, बट दिस इज द ग्राउंड रियलिटी। एवरी फार्मर नोज व्हाट इज टू बी डन बिकॉज अ फार्मर इज वेरी स्किल्डफुल, ठीक है। फार्मर को जाके आप बताओगे ना कि ऐसे ऐसे खेती करना है, तो आपको 3 चीज एक्स्ट्रा बताएगा। दिस इज वेरी प्रैक्टिकल, आई एम टेलिंग यू। वो उसको खेती का एक एक चीज पता है। अभी कोई आपको आकर बताएगा कि आपने बीटेक कराया, आपने जो भी फील्ड कराया, उस फील्ड में आपको आकर के बताएगा अरे नहीं ये काम ऐसे होता है, तो आप बोलोगे तो मेरी फील्ड का मुझे कैसे बताएगा ये 3 बार? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? ठीक है, think from a logical point of view. Farmer knows what is to be done.
I know,
The
sir,
problem,
because I'm also a son of a farmer, sir.
you know this, right?
I'm from
You know
Haryana, sir.
this, right? You must
Yeah,
be
yeah.
knowing more than me,
I have
isn't
worked
it?
on field.
Right? तो तुम्हें पता ही
Yeah,
है
yeah,
हर
yeah.
चीज। फार्म, आपके पापा को पता होगा ना कि निकालना है, फिर भी अगर कोई गांव में आग लगा रहा है फसल में, उसको मजबूरी है, वो लेबर नहीं मिलता ना हटाने के लिए, राइट?
Yes,
तो उसको थोड़ा सा
right.
सॉल्यूशन जो पिक करा ना आपने एनजीओ वाले के लिए, आप एनजीओ में अगर आप काम करा ही रहे हो, फिर आप देखो कि एनजीओ में ऐसा कब होता है कि लोग इतने एक्साइटेड हैं, इट्स अ पम्प्ड अप मोमेंट। पिक्चर देखो, इट्स अ पम्प्ड अप मोमेंट। वहां पर लोग नारे लगा रहे हैं किसी के नाम के, समझ रहे हो? इट्स अ पम्प्ड अप मोमेंट। एनडीओ एनजीओ को पम्प्ड अप मोमेंट के साथ कैसे कनेक्ट करोगे? और करोगे भी अगर आप विलेज जा भी रहे हो तो थिंक और मोर दिस थिंग, ठीक है? ये स्टोरी का थोड़ा फंडामेंटल वाला जो इशू चूज करा ना आपने, वही थोड़ा सा वहां पे इशू लग रहा है मुझे, ठीक है? तो उसको और आप दोबारा से
Okay,
कंसिडर
sir.
करो। फार्मर की हेल्प करने जा रहे हैं तो किसी और वे में हेल्प करो, कुछ और स्कीम बताओ या कुछ और तरीके से हेल्प करा है तो उसके बारे में बताओ, ठीक है? बिफोर गोइंग आई विल जस्ट गिव यू गाइस what I have written way back, I think 2-3 years, three years back, because I got this same picture. SSB is SSB is a very boring institution. They don't change pictures. They're very lazy
Mishal,
also, like us.
Mishal, hello.
हाँ
Mishal, we'll
हाँ
do this in next. I'll send you one more link because time is going to over.
अच्छा, this
So for
time for this is running up.
running up, we have only 1 minute. I'll share one more link. Then we'll discuss for 10 minutes and then we'll wind up. Now your story. Then I'll then show the later bit of reality. What kind of shit they did in this discussion, ना? 1 घंटा हो गया ना लगभग। Mishal, देखा, I don't leave people so easily, ना?
You shouldn't leave them also. यार. It's their time to burn their asses. No, it's time you should grind up. Come on. Anyway,
45 minutes. We'll do in 15 minutes. Let him join. One more guy is joining. Abhishek, पूछो
okay.
जरा। नहीं, सर की
Yeah,
story में
anybody has any doubt?
different angle on the point, ना? Because
Actually, so what you're doing right now?
that is off the context, Ganesh. Ganesh, that's the off the context.
Okay, okay.
You can ask personally later on.
Okay, okay, sir.
Sir, how to start thinking practical story, like
How to
I
start
can
thinking
work,
practical story?
how I can work on it.
Mishal, or all came. You can carry on with this.
Everyone is here?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Sure. I'll start with yes question. How we can think of practical stories? My friend, you don't have to think of practical stories. You have to live in a practical way. Your actions should be practical. If your actions are practical, then your by default your way of thinking will also be practical. So always have a practical approach for any problem. See things very practical. देखो क्या होता है ना, हमारे आसपास सब चीजें होती हैं। मैंने जो आपसे चीजें बोली ना, ऐसी कोई भी चीज नहीं है जो बहुत आर्टिफिशियल या बहुत बना चना के। तुम सब भी वही चीज देखते हो अपने आसपास, isn't it? बट वो चीजों को इग्नोर कर देते हो। आप भी की पिक्चर थी ना, आप ही की पिक्चर थी ना, राइट? सो आप भी, आपने भी कहीं देखा होगा, फिर आपने भी सोचा नहीं ना उस चीज के ऊपर कि वो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, अगर है तो क्यों नहीं है। अगर आप ये क्वेश्चन खुद को ही पूछ लेते, isn't it? तो वो आप सोचते ही नहीं वो चीज को, राइट? तो प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच तभी आते हैं जब हर चीजों को ना थोड़ा गहराई से सोचोगे। हम देखते हैं, हम सोचते नहीं उसके ऊपर। गिव अ थॉट अबाउट व्हाट इज देयर अराउंड। सिंपल एक्टिविटी यू डू, आप ये पता लगाओ व्हाई, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन यू आर एंड व्हाई इज इट सो। सोचना कभी मैं ऐसा क्यों हूं और मैं ऐसा ही क्यों हूं, व्हाई आई एम नॉट लाइक एनीबडी एल्स। मैं ऐसा ही क्यों, सोचना कभी। you'll get so many questions and will find so many answers. Anyway, I think I've answered your question. Yes, any counter question on this?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll start with my story, guys, and then I'll take your leave. So in the picture we perceive 7 characters. I think everybody agrees on this. Okay, you see one character standing in front. It also looks like he's standing on a podium. Okay, and he's addressing to 6 people in the
Mishal, 1 second. Let
in
me share
front.
the picture, na, so they get more perception. Na?
Sure. Share it.
Now visible? Yes. Yeah.
Right. You see exactly. See one person under a tree, some stage. Okay, like a podium that you have, like the circular podium that inside a tree, under the tree happens. There's one person who is standing, and 6 person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all having their hands up. So from the body language, it looks like they're very pumped, they're very charged up, they're excited about something. Okay. Age category, okay, age category is maybe from 24 to 30. Somebody can say, okay, it is more on the higher side, 35. Okay. I can tell you, even if you write he's 25, 26, absolutely no harm. Even if you write 35, no harm. That is a case of perception. What you do from afterwards, that becomes my major importance. Okay. Now, the second thing is very crucial here. We see that they are wearing some kind of uniform, because everybody is wearing a full shirt and a pant. Okay. So you can simply assume they are wearing a uniform. So my story goes around like that. My central character is a student, third year student of BTech college from Pune University. Okay, and he is preparing for the student coordinator position, and because the elections are around the corner, so what he does, he goes to the students, to the each hostels, and listens to their like problems. So they told about the basic problems, like they were not getting more of lab sessions, the area for this like more time will be allotted to the extracurricular activities. So these were the basic problems. The mess food was not good. Okay, so they need improvements in that. So he then went again to the teacher staffs. Okay, so staffs also had some problems to discuss about. So he goes to different departments, understand their problems, and then makes the manifesto. So for people who don't know, manifesto is like the what you're going to offer in the elections. So he prepares a manifesto. With this manifesto, he goes on to conducting rallies, and this is one of the rallies he's conducting, and that is where he tells about what he's going to offer. He's going to take funds to have build on yoga sessions, extra lab sessions. He's going to create the robotics clubs. He's going to organize if he's been selected as a student leader. So, and after giving the speech, the crowd is like all excited, all pumped up. They're raising slogan for his name. So that kind of environment he's able to generate. And on the election day, he's been selected. He take the oath as the student coordinator, and he fulfills the duties. Whatever promises he has done, he's delivered that. So that was my story, and I think that this also came as one of the PPDT story only, and I was able to easily get into like screened in. Even I did not participate. I just put 2-3 points in it, and the group was so convinced. The reason being because I was very specific in my actions. That I was very specific that he is going to stand in the student coordinator's election in his college, and I gave the age. I gave the background that he's a third year BTech student, which is basically the case. You can only stand in the third year or not on the final year, because then you'll be preparing. So everything had a like basic details, and then he goes to different departments and understands the queries, and after listening to their problem, he prepares a manifesto. So okay, so that is how he prepared. There are multiple themes. You can conduct a the cleanliness drive in the college and motivating students to take up. You can also have like no to the cell phones, or no to the e-waste. So they conducting e-waste. They realize that in today's time, especially in the college areas, a lot of e-waste is generated. Okay, maybe from the labs, maybe from the electronics department, other the department. So they make this decision of zero e-waste in their college environment, and they prepared for that. Then they take actions for that. So you have to be specific. You have to be like putting some new themes, new actions, new ideas. That is why. So that was my story. So anybody from here would want to ask question, or if it's okay, Deepak, then I will take the leave. I think
So guys,
most
all
of you
are
must have got some rough idea what is to write in the story. But please don't write this story. Okay, this was just for your example. Don't copy paste my each line and go and say there.
Okay, sir.
all are comfortable. It's fine. So no worries, guys. If you have any questions, sir will be joining us at the end of the day. Na? Sir will be अभी आएंगे फिर तुम्हारा improvement last में देखेंगे कुछ हुआ नहीं हुआ. So I'll get the feedback about how things are going on. Whether guys understanding something or not. Otherwise आप आ रहे हो time waste कर रहे हो मेरा भी अपना भी पैसा भी दे रहे हो not getting out result of it ना. मुझे क्या है सबको screening clear करानी है बाद बाकी आप कुछ भी करो that's all your call. But यहाँ आए हो तो screening should be clear. Right? Mishal, anything else you want to say?
No, that's all from my end. I think I have given you a lot of information on this, and yeah, I just keep on doing hard work, guys. Keep on improving your story, and keep on looking on actions which are measurable, actions which you can actually do in the real world. Don't try to impractical actions which you can do in the real world, and try to think like those actions which are not generic. Generic सब लिख रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा कुछ अलग लिखो यार, जो तुम करो तुम्हारे कैरेक्टर से मैच करता हो. Write those actions.
And
Okay.
addition to that,
And once you write those actions, it will give you confidence.
in addition to that,
Deepak, you were saying
मिशाल की
something.
वीडियोस कुछ YouTube पे अवेलेबल है, जिनकी पूरी 3 वीडियोस हैं, जिसमें मैंने सर का इंटरव्यू लिया है, तो उसमें आपको काफी चीजें क्लियर मिल जाएंगी. वो वीडियो जरूर देखना, मिशाल 1 पार्ट, मिशाल 2 एंड मिशाल 3 1, लाइक तीनों पार्ट्स हैं उसमें. हमने काफी अच्छा डिस्कशन किया है, bit by everything.
Okay, sir.
Okay guys, so go through that particular video.
Yes.
Hello guys, I wish you all the best. Do well, and let's meet on the final day of this.